Hey Cancers, Island Turtle here. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is going to be the monthly messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. There's a part 2 over on Patreon. Also, links are below for your convenience for that. Also, it will be on Vimeo as well. Blech, words. Cancer, I'm just dying to get into your messages, so let's go ahead and get into this. Now, I do say monthly messages because I do these roughly every 30 days. It's not exact, just depending on what's kind of going on in my life and like if I'm in the good enough energy to do readings. And today I'm in really good energy, so hopefully I can get a lot of them done today. But Cancer, you are so in your Cancer energy right now. It's not even funny for whoever comes across this, whenever you come across this, because again, these are timeless in general. But Cancer, I just feel such that strong fourth house family vibe, where your heart is just like, it's so on and it feels like it's really beaming. And I feel like what's really on your mind right now, or I want to say on your heart, because you're not, I can feel it. You're not up here at all. You are so in your heart space right now. I just heard Leo. You could have Leo placements or be dealing with the Leo. We do have a lot of Leo energy still. Um, but Cancer, it feels like what's on your heart and in the forefront of your awareness right now is your loved ones, honestly. Your loved ones who you want to spend time with, who you want to take care of, and vice versa, who can take care of you emotionally. What matters to you most is your home, your hearth, your family, your tribe, emotional stability and security. That's what matters most to Cancers. Um, and that's what's really in the forefront for you right now. I do feel like you are coming into some acceptance, and I want to say, even for some of you, forgiveness when it comes to the people in your life, the people that you want to continue, thank you, to nurture relationships with, because you just love them. There's so much love coming out of your heart right now, Cancer. Like it's just like, oh, it's so like ooey gooey and just yummy and delicious. So healing and so light and just so Cancer. Um, but yeah, I feel forgiveness and acceptance. Yeah, I do. I feel forgiveness, acceptance, a lot of compassion for certain people in your life, or maybe this is just between you and one person in particular, because you do love them, right? And sometimes it's not worth a fight. Sometimes it's not worth being right. Sometimes it's not worth going through a confrontation when you just really love and care about someone. Obviously there are limitations, right? I mean, yes, you can be unconditionally loving, but like if someone's actually being abusive, I mean, you guys know, does this even have to be said, right? It's like some people are really not good for you, no matter how much you love them or care for them. So I'm not speaking to those relationships. I'm speaking to people that, excuse me, excuse me, that you know love you and like know that they have your best interests at heart. And like this is, I think, speaking more to like, excuse me, miscommunications or misunderstandings, right? Or just like, okay, you crossed the line but you get it and you don't want to do it again, right? Like things like that. Any messages or insights for Cancer? We're gonna start with the animals. The animals really called out for me for you today. So starting with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, all the decks I use are linked below, Cancer. Any messages or insights for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? It's interesting too because Cancer, I feel like you're in very soft, very, very loving energy right now. And keep in mind when I'm reading for a sign or doing any readings in particular, I'm picking up on the field, right? And it's a large field that I'm tuning into when I'm doing a sign for everybody who's going to be watching. So keep in mind, it could be anybody in your field as well, not just you. So take it as it resonates. But I feel like you're in such soft energy, but I feel like you're needing to be very strong actually at this time. And maybe because, yeah, I'm getting for some of you, like this is speaking to Cancers where there's a lot of hurt going around. Um, and it's almost like because you're Cancer and you have that superpower of healing and nurturing and like bringing people into that place where they feel really taken care of and loved on, that you're kind of the one that almost needs to like, I hate to say be the better person, but right, like to bring in the harmony and resolve a situation. That's for those where there's like forgiveness that needs to happen here. Others of you are just really appreciating like your loved ones right now. Yeah. Yeah. Am I taking these? No. Okay. Any messages or insights for Cancer? Some of you, this is also by example, right? Like showing people, like, I hate to sound cheesy, but like what the power of love is actually about. Oh, and integrity. And I remember I got Leo energy, and here we have the Lion. This is my King of Wands card in this deck. Very strong Leo energy off of this card. This is the mastery of fire. So all of the animals have an element associated with them. I feel like I got some new people. So I feel, you know, that I can feel that when I feel the need to explain some things that I've just been talking about for a long time. So in this deck, we have all the elements, including ether, and then every animal has an element association. So for fire, lion is literally in the book considered the master of that element. This card comes out when it's about practicing the wisdom and accountability and integrity of when to take action and when to not. There's a timing energy to the lion in this deck. And it's interesting too, because sometimes different things jump out at you when you're reading cards. His face is really jumping out at me. He kind of like, what's the word? Heart worn? That doesn't feel like a word. Like the heart is heavy. The heart almost looks heavy on this lion. Like sad. A little sad. A little sad. I feel like this is your energy, Cancer. I just feel like you're so in your heart and you're so in your emotions right now. But I feel like, you know, being in your heart, again, it's becoming clear on who matters to you and who doesn't, and who really is worth you. I'm just going to say it, right? What relationships are worth putting your loving Cancerian healing light into, right? And with that actually does come a little bit of heaviness, because it's also recognizing who doesn't fit that bill, right? And so where you actually are taking some of your energy back to give to the right relationships. But I keep feeling some of the relationships that you are realizing need some harmonizing, need some more love, more attention, more focus, more of you. Like some of them, there's been some conflict, or some of them there's been tension or stress or misunderstandings. And it's almost like, oh God, just so much love coming out of you, Cancer. I can feel your empathy for these people. I can feel your compassion for these people. And you are a very strong empath normally for my Cancers. And it's like you're recognizing it's kind of falling to you to harmonize these relationships. And also, if you are needing to shift how you are devoting your emotions and your love to certain people that you shouldn't be anymore, you don't want to anymore, like realizing that you need to make that shift, and then how and when to make that shift. A lot going on in this one card for my Cancers. Let's move on. And again, this could be someone you know, Cancer. It doesn't have to be you. Such a longing on the heart. Oh, Rabbit. Rabbit in this deck speaks to fear. Now, Rabbit typically can be fertility and luck and abundance and like Empress-like energy. And normally with this card, I do feel the fear component, like a hyper-vigilance. If anything, I just feel anxiety with the Rabbit being out here. Like someone I'm going to say someone, and keep in mind when I'm speaking to a person in your field, I can even be speaking about many people. So just take that as it resonates. But yeah, I feel like Cancer, there's someone in your field or someone that you are looking at and you're feeling all these things. You're feeling immense empathy for them, because they feel very insecure is what I'm getting. They feel anxious and they feel insecure, and probably particularly around you. For some of you, it's a reaction to your amount of love and light and emotions, and it's a lot for them. But yeah, I feel like someone's on edge when it comes to you. They don't feel secure around you, or they feel like they need to be like on guard, like they're worried about something happening. Anything else for my Cancers? Some of you, this is like parent-child sort of stuff. For some, yeah, I'm getting, for some, not for all, for some, I'm getting a huge age gap here. Yeah, like a parent or child, like 20-30 year age gap. Or that could be just, you know, something that's going on in the context of your relationship. That can even speak to life experience, right? Regardless of age, someone has the life experience of a lion, a mastery and wisdom of their fire, which I do feel like is you. And then someone is more in the rabbit realm, where it's like fire and emotions like make them a little impulsive and a little unsettled. It's interesting that we have fire and air, because I keep getting so much water. So I would even think of it in that terms, like whoever this person is to you, Cancer, or whoever you are to this person, one person has a lot of mastery over their emotions and how that affects them and how that affects their behavior, and the other does not. Okay. Could even be a difference in emotional intelligence. Yeah, Hyena. This is my Seven of Swords card. This usually speaks to illusions or distortions being at play, something not being what it seems. I feel like Cancer, again, like there's miscommunication or misunderstandings that are at play here, and you know that, but they might not know that. Yeah, you know that, but they might not know that. For some, this individual, this rabbit person, I just feel like this person really struggles with their own emotions. I feel like there's something going on very deep within them, and maybe you've activated something in them or triggered something in them, or it could be something going on in their own life, but there's something stirring in this person that is very deep, and I think that they're not even able to fully comprehend themselves. Again, the difference of mastery of emotions versus not. But I feel like you're seeing all of this. I feel like you see it and you understand it. It's like you want to uncover it for them. I feel like, and this is the thing about you Cancers, right? I feel like you want to help them. You want to help them because you love them. Anything else for my Cancers? Interesting. We get the crocodile. There's so much with the crocodile that's gone on collectively and also personally for myself, but it doesn't apply to this reading. But anyway, crocodile. It's funny because in this deck specifically, it speaks to like cooling down, like coming off of a crazy high. And I was very much like feeling that every time this card came out, and that has since changed. I now view this as sitting in your emotions calmly, right? Just really being in it, really being in your water. And just sitting, not reacting, just really sitting. It can still indicate like coming down off of something really crazy. I don't feel that here though. I don't feel that here. I feel like this is all about what's lurking beneath, what's not being said, what's not being talked about, what's not being dealt with. But I feel like it's on behalf of this person or persons. It's their stuff that they're not dealing with. It's their stuff that they're not connecting to or not talking about, and it is affecting your relationship with them. And here you are just like, I just want to help you. I just want to help you. I just want to harmonize this. This is also recognizing too the distortions that are happening in some of your relationships or within some of the people that you have relationships with, that you actually realize my time with this person is over or needs to be more separate. And again, I can feel the empathy, the amount of empathy. Interesting. Overall, we have Zebra. Zebra is about being your unique self, being all of who you are and owning it and living it and loving it. I feel like this is something you're learning to do for yourself. And I feel like for some of you, it's even mirroring within your relationships where you can see that there's deeper things going on emotionally in the people around you or one person in particular. And it's putting them on edge. Like they're really struggling with it. They're really struggling to sit within themselves. They're really struggling to just be as well, right? And to face themselves. But the zebra is all about doing that, and not just doing it, but owning it and expressing it. And helping this individual or individuals do that, you can even do that more for yourself. Helping people helps yourself. Healing people helps you heal, right? So a lot going on in this spread, Cancer. Let's go ahead and pull some cards here, and then we're going to go ahead and get into part 2. Just debating what deck. Yeah, we're going to do Tarot Nefertari on this one. Again, all the decks that I use are linked below. I just got nauseous. There's been a lot of solar plexus stuff going on collectively, too. Ugh. 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 Oh, so nauseous. This could be you or somewhere, again, this rabbit energy in your field. Solar to me is fear. Solar to me is a lot of fear and anxiety. Any messages or insights for Cancer pertaining to this spread? Cancer, remember what I was saying too about mirroring? This just came up. while you are seeing this in other people, some of you, it is to recognize anything within yourself that prevents you from owning all of who you are, all of what you feel, that could be getting in the way of you being fully expressive in all of who you are. Okay, and again, they were reminding me helping people with this will help you with this yourself. So keep in mind that while you see this in people and you're doing a little bit of checks and balances of, I want to give my love to this person and not to this person, and I want to make things right with this person and not with this person, it's also going to help you make right with yourself for anybody who needs to do that. And it is in relation to triggers and fears that are rooted in emotions that are hard to sit with. Okay. Any messages or insights for my Cancers? And of course, because we're dealing with multiple energies, right? When I say energies, I mean people. You could be the lion, you could be the rabbit. Keep that in mind. Okay. Any messages or insights for Cancers? But for the sake of this reading, we're going to focus on the lion that is focused on the rabbit as two people. Again, if it's multiple or if you're one or the other, you know. And if this is a reflection for yourself, then you know. But we're going to focus on this being the lion focused on the rabbit, and the rabbit struggling here, okay? For the sake of not confusing anybody. Like we needed any more confirmation about the lion being associated with you. Queen of Cups on the lion. Like I said, you feel it, you empathize, you can't help but see it. And you're in your heart, you're in your emotion, you're in compassion, you're in your empathy about it. Just wanting to help, just wanting to heal. It's funny with this illustration too, because she has a baby on her lap. And with the way this looks, hold on, I'll show you. I need like multiple hands. It's like she's pointing at the rabbit. It's kind of funny. Anyway. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Interesting. God. Sorry, Cancers, give me a minute. Now we have the Hangman and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like that Hangman is the wall between the lion and the rabbit. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is actually the rabbit. We have Cancer, Capricorn, so there is a 1-7 energy here, like first house to the 7th house. So again, could definitely be like a mirroring situation here. I feel like the rabbit is somebody who's much more in the physical plane than the emotional one. Focused on practicality, focused on work, maybe focused on money, focused on doing potentially. But here you are, Cancer, as the Queen of Cups, and it's like you are just all in your heart and you are just looking at this individual and you're just like, yes, you're the Queen of Pentacles, but oh my God, there's so much going on there deep within you, and I just want to like love you to alignment. is how it's coming through. And again, the Hangman being right in the middle. Now again, if this is mirroring back to yourself, something about you, it's about harmonizing your material plane and your emotional plane, like how you show up in the world and do things and get things done, handle your business, but also how you are connected to yourself emotionally, spiritually, right? Being aligned with self. And if you have been out of alignment with the Hangman being here, it's time to rectify that, especially in terms of helping this person will help you do that as well. All right, moving on. With the Hangman, it's like something between you and this person has been very stuck. I just keep getting a wall. I just keep getting a wall. But when the Hangman comes out, it comes out for a very good reason. When the Hangman comes out, it's because spiritual growth and development is needed. So something about this connection between you and this person has needed to be stale. it's needed to be on pause, because it almost feels like the Queen of Pentacles needs to go through this. How do I want to say it? For some of you, yeah, for some of you, it's like this wall has been created because there's something about your energy that may have been almost acting as a crutch for this person. Yeah, acting as a crutch for this person because there are things that they are not dealing with. And when you get around someone like this, sometimes people can lean on you so much to where they don't have to ever deal with their shit, right? But this person does have to deal. But I can tell you want to help them, but I can tell there's something in the middle of you two that's like preventing it. So you're feeling and you're observing from afar. It's got such a strong, like, parental child energy. Whether that's your dynamic or not, it could even just be like between two friends or two coworkers, where maybe one person is more parent-like, one person's more nurturing, more maternal, more like caretaking, and the other person's more like self-focused. I think is a good word for that. Interesting. Even if the individual who's more in the self-focused realm is more involved in practical matters, while the other person's maybe more involved in like emotional, non-tangible matters, right? Interesting. Anything else for my Cancers pertaining to this spread? Is this Anubis? Yeah, wow. Ooh. Death in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. This actually landed on your side, Cancer. This landed on you with the Queen of Cups. So I'm going to repeat this again. Page of Swords in reverse and Death in reverse. You can't help but see the truth here. That's what I feel like this is. It's like Death in reverse is, it's a rebirth energy, but it's also coming back to the light from being in the dark. And what's being revealed? Page of Swords in reverse, some sort of illusion, some sort of confusion, or something that's not being said, like a truth that's been suppressed is becoming very clear to you about this person. Any other messages or insights for Cancer? Oh, any other messages or insights for Cancer? Yeah, this person's got some healing to do, and you know it. You know it. Wow, and you know it. On their side, again, they're coming across as the Queen of Pentacles, right? So on their side, we've got the Star and the Ten of Swords. There is major healing that they're going through right now. Especially with the Star and the Ten of Swords, right? That could even be something almost like a spiritual awakening, if you will. They can't run from this part of themselves anymore. They can't not deal with this part of themselves anymore, and you're just bearing witness to it, is how it feels. But I can feel it. You want to like dive in and help, but this is smack dab in between you two with the Hangman. They need to do this on their own. Overall, we have Temperance, which is healing and harmonizing and balancing. What's underneath that? The King of Cups in reverse with the freaking King of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. What did I say about mirroring? You have the Queen of Cups, they have the Queen of Pentacles, and then in your and then in your overall, what do you have? As your overall, you have Temperance, resolution, reconciliation, forgiveness, acceptance, harmony, healing, all the things, right? With the other two kings, King of Cups and King of Pentacles, to your Queen of Cups, to their King of Pentacles. King of Cups being reversed here. What I was saying, this person struggles emotionally. They struggle with their mastery over their own water. And then underneath that, we have the Two of Cups. This is clearly somebody that does mirror things back to you, and someone you have a very significant connection with. It also feels like a lot of soul lessons wrapped up in that. Again, whether they're family, friend, coworker, lover. Underneath the Two of Cups, we do have the Devil. We do have the Devil around the Two of Cups, meaning your connection with this person has been restricted. There's something about it that's been restricted or delayed because this person has to go through this. And you're over here seeing the reality of it. And in turn, it's also helping you with your own journey, with anything that you need to do as far as getting into this fuller, brighter expression of self, right? And not running from your own demons. But I can feel that you want to do something. So the question is, will you do something or will you won't? Temperance can also imply literally coming back together with somebody, like coming back to the table with somebody. Again, this doesn't have to be romantic. But I'm curious how this is going to play out, Cancer. So almost called you Capricorn. I'm curious how it's going to play out for you, Cancer. So let's go ahead and get into part 2. And if this is where we depart, I hope this was helpful and insightful. And I will see you guys soon. Bye, Cancer.